I'm just waiting. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. This is Dawn with Scrapbook Sage. I hope you're all doing well today. I am here with Yvette Qualley with Yvette's Junk Journal Shop and more. She is the star of the hour. She's going to be sharing lots of fun things with us, and I will be selling some things as well. So I hope you sit back, get some coffee, and enjoy the sale. How are you doing today, Yvette?
I'm doing great. Thank you. And you? I already know how you are. You're awesome. So welcome, everybody. We're going to jump right in here. I'm just putting a little welcome into our chat there so that I can say hello to everybody. So when I'm on the screen, Dawn's going to be controlling the chat. And then when she's on the screen, I'll be controlling the chat. So we'll be chatting back and forth. And you can get all of these items by commenting. So just we'll have a name or a number for each item, and then you just comment and we put your name on it and ship it out to you. So for my items, standard shipping to the US is $10. I'm only sending to the US at this time because it's too difficult figuring out shipping otherwise. So anyway, let's get started. I have things here today. As you can see, lots of beautiful things on my desk. And some of you had joined us maybe last time and saw some of Cindy's wonderful things. So we have a few more from her. I have some from Michelle Wynn. And then I also have some items that I've made. So let's get started. I'm just going to grab and go. That's how we do it, right?
Yes, that's how we do it. And all the artists that she's hosting are amazing. So you guys are in for a treat.
Whoop, whoop. So if you are one of the artists that I'm featuring today, go ahead and join us in the chat. People would like to know a little bit more about you, I'm sure. So join in if you see your items today. I do also have some journals. So if any of you are interested in some lower priced journals that maybe for upcoming weddings or the spring, summertime, let me know and I can show some of those. So they are a good price point. They've been in my shop for a little while and we want to get them into somebody's hands that will love them. So this first little kit that we're looking at is called Sparkle. It is a 5 large journal card framed, and we are selling these for $5. So each one of these has an image behind with some stamping, some layering, and then they all have this frame around them. And these are made by Cindy. So if you picked up some of Cindy's items last time, you know how awesome her work is. So very vibrant colors on these. And there's the last one in that kit. Oh, we're upside down.
So it's Sparkle at $5 and there's 5 cards by Cindy. Is that correct?
Yes, Sometimes I forget that Dawn's got to put all that in there and I spiel it off too fast.
No, it's good. I might just clarify and type it in and hit go so that people know that they can type it in if they're interested.
Yes, and there's only one pack available. So there's our first item. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm also doing a drawing. So I will do one name at the end of the video. Last time I forgot, so everybody who bought from us last time got a little pack. But this time it's just going to be one because we're going to remember to do the drawing. And every time you purchase an item, I will write your name on a little piece of paper here. It'll go in there, and at the end of the video, we'll go ahead and draw one name. All right, so moving on. The next one is, so I had a couple of these in the shop, and I only have one left. And sometimes when I have multiples, that one just kind of lingers in there, and it doesn't get appreciated and loved. So we're going to show this one. This is a set of 5 labels. Each label strip has 6 strips in the bundle. So you're getting 30 strips with this pack. And I'm calling this label strips. And let me find my price because I have it on another page. Hold on a moment. Please hold.
Hold while processing.
I know. You guys are like, just open it up. All right, so there are 30 pieces in here, and I'm asking $11 for this. I had them for more in the shop, but this is the last one, and we want to get it moved out. So she's made, this is by Cindy. She's done some machine stitching here on a little envelope pouch. And then she has these pretty labels, and I'll try to go through these so you guys can kind of get a feel for them. They're all layered, and she's got some background on there that looks like it's inked. And they're all this vintage kind of vibe. So all of these come together. There's 6 different ones of these. I'm sorry, 5 different ones of these, 6 labels in each one. So 30 labels total. So we're calling that a 30-piece for Dawn. 30-piece label strips.
And how much was that?
$11. And she's done a lot of work on these, as you can see here. I love these. And I had 4 sets. The other ones sold right away. I sold those at 15 and they flew out the door. So this little guy got left behind.
Hi, Juju.
Hi, Juju.
Oh, they're having a storm out there.
Oh, what kind of storm? I know a weather storm, but like a hailstorm or a windstorm.
Those are really pretty.
Snowstorm. Aren't they? I love them.
So there's 6 pieces to one of those sets that fans out. So it's a label fan.
Yes, and they're all on bulb pins, so you can take them off and use as you want. So you're getting 30 labels total, 5 sets of 6. And here's the last little guy. So she's done a little bit of stamping. I'm sorry to hear that, Juju. What happened to Juju? It's storming here. Oh, nasty thunderstorms. Oh, I don't like those. My in-laws used to live in Montana, and they have terrible thunderstorms there. And my husband grew up around that, so he loves it. But I never liked a thunderstorm. Scares me. All right, so there's that one. So snag that up. That's a good price for those. All right, on to the next. So if you're here, say hi in the chat so we know you're here. We like to say hi. This one is called Beautiful Reflections, and this is a 6-piece set, $7. So we have a piece of seam binding. Pardon the bag again, but that's how we stay organized here. Beautiful Reflections, 6 cards with 2 tags each and a mirror. So she's made, Cindy's so creative. Okay, so she's made this little pocket, which she has sewn on her machine here. Little decorative sewing. It has a 3D sticker on each one of them. And then she has inside these cute little tags that she's made. And one of them has a mirror on it. So cute. So there are 5 pockets like that. Each one has the 3D effect, the stitching on the pocket area, and then 2 tags inside with the mirror accent.
Did you say is it a set of 6 or a set of 5?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Set of 6. Ooh, somebody's keeping me on my toes. Little 3-dimensional butterfly there. You got to know it's not what I say, it's what I mean, right?
Haven't quite figured out how to read your mind yet.
I'm still working on it myself. I love this one. It's so pretty.
Those blues are really pretty.
I know. It's my favorite color.
Well, and that
if
is
I have a favorite.
So remind me during the transition, I'll show my giveaway, pull out my giveaway journal really quick. That blue set would go good with the giveaway journal. And then because we wanted to do that as well.
Yes. Okay. So, Beautiful Reflections, that is called. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Say hi if you're here. Okay, our next item is in this vellum envelope. Let me get this undone. Sometimes when things get shipped, the tape moves. All right, so we have this vellum envelope, and I don't want to hurt it, so I'm being careful. There we go. So this one is called Under the Mushrooms. It is a 10 journal card set with tags and a feather. So here's the feather. It's a little cardboard or chipboard feather. Under the Mushroom. I bet you want a price. So this is 10 piece, and I'm asking $9 for this. So again, this one's been one that was in my shop, kind of got lost in the mix. So let's go ahead and appreciate these little guys. Look at him, isn't he cute? Little box on there.
So sweet.
I know. And then the back is, I'm sorry?
So that is Under the Mushrooms with the feather and tag. It's 10 piece for $9, correct?
Yes, Under the Mushroom. And all the rest was correct. And then she's done this on the back. So I did have someone ask me, what do you do with a journal card if you can't write on it because there's nothing on the back? So what you could do is glue down a piece of like tea dyed or coffee dyed paper is how I like to do it, is just tear it and put it on the back there. And then you've got a space to write on. So this could also be used as a little tuck spot. Glue it down on the two sides and you have a cute little tuck spot there. So we always like to explain how to use things. Sometimes if you're new to journaling, we don't know. So cute.
I spot a bee.
I know. Oh, my bee. He's so funny.
You were telling the story. He has been quite funny this week.
You know, we went to the post office today. My mom had a package and they let you pick up from for 2 hours in the morning on Saturday. So I went over there. He went with me and he was just hamming it up in the hallway there. And the ladies were all loving him. And the one lady said, "Oh, he's got such a great little grin." And Ryder looked at her and he smiled and he blinked his eyes at her. And she said, "Oh, aren't you cute?" And he goes, yeah.
Of course he did. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome.
I was like, "Oh, B."
Oh, B. Oh, yeah.
He's yeah.
You're a very perceptive lady.
She said, "Boy, he's got confidence, doesn't he?" So he's hilarious. And he wants to stamp in his journal. So those of you who watch my channel for a bit, B is my grandson. He's 4. I call him B, short for Busy Bee. And Don made him his very own journal. And so he wants to stamp in his journal today. He's been wanting to stamp today. And I told him we would after Grandma does her video, we can stamp a little bit. I told him that's the only book he gets to stamp in. All right, this one is called Forest Wildlife. It is a 10-piece set with cards and a feather. I like the and a feather, right? And that one is also $9. So again, a 10-piece set there. So here's the feather on that one. Oh, thank you, Daisy and Grace, for saying give us a thumbs up. That's awesome. Everybody forgets that when you're in a live chat. So this has a cute little owl on there, and she's got some fabric on here. So there's texture on this one. So pretty.
And what I love about her stuff is it's all well made, right? It's
Yes.
it's backed well and everything. She does the
Yes.
corners.
These
Like
are
I'm
not
much
flimsy.
Yeah, I'm much more raggedy or whimsical, but she's very structured in the way that she crafts. Very
Yes, I think
beautiful.
she comes from a card making background, so that's probably why she has that. But this is fabric as well. It's like a little fabric tapestry, and it's got a really soft feel to it. I know some people really like to have texture too. I do anyway. I think it adds so much to your journal.
Okay, Juju, what is paw pot roll?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm asking too.
Does he look
P A
like
W
Paw
P O
Pot
T
Roll?
O L L. I think she's asking about B.
Oh. Oh,
Oh,
Paw
Paw
Patrol.
Patrol.
Yes, he gets that a lot because of his name. So I try not to use his name when I'm on camera, but I slipped today. So you're in on the secret.
Hi, Yesenia. We're glad you're here with us. Of course, we
Yeah,
would invite you.
I had a lady one time, I said something about my grandson and I used his name, and she came back and she said, "Oh, he's like the with the dogs on Paw Patrol." And I thought, it's like right after he was born, and I thought, how rude, you're calling my grandson a dog. And I didn't know that it's the boy that she was referring to, so I felt terrible. My grandma haunches went up. I was going to go after her.
Oh, yeah. Your mama bear came out. How dare
It
you call
did.
my grandson that?
It's like, how dare you call him a dog?
He does like Paw Patrol, she said. Yes.
Yes, he does. He really likes to watch Shaun the Sheep. That's one of his favorites. And I recently got him to watch a Veggie Tale.
Now, I still love VeggieTales.
Well, we sang the song "Where's My Hairbrush" because I couldn't find my hairbrush, so I started singing "Where's My Hairbrush," and he thought it was hilarious. So that's how that
Oh,
went.
I bet he did.
He's like, "Hairbrush?" All right, so this is an 8-piece fabric flip set. Now
Thanks,
I've
Juju.
had a couple of these in there in the shop, and again, this is a left behind, an orphan, so we have to get this one a home. So there are 8 fabric flips, and then she's done these cute little buttons. I don't know if you can see that there. I think you can. I'm checking my, yeah, there we go. Okay, I check my TV to make sure that you guys are seeing what I'm seeing in my phone camera here as I record. And these are like vintage pieces of fabric that she's frayed and layered on there. So you could use that as it is and just use it as a flip spot and write underneath it, and kind of a place to hide your writing. Or you can actually snip these off. I like to do that sometimes, snip it off and then use this as an accent and then use the other fabric in the journal. So these are so cute. Look how cute they are. Just got them all layered.
Those are nice. And how much are they?
$6, and there's 8 of them. This one has a little piece of vintage textile on there. A little crocheted piece with a button and a bead. Pretty colors on that one for sure. So Yesenia, did I hear you joined us? I invited you last minute if you're here.
She did.
Well, even if you're not here, I still invited you last minute, right?
Yesenia is here.
Hello. I'm glad you got the message. Okay, I'm going to show one of my little beaded things I made. These are $8 each for my little beaded tassels. So this one has a horn. This is natural horn in the focal bead there. And then the accent beads are vintage probably 1970s, I would say, beads. And then down in the dangles, I have some old faux pearls, and these are agates on the bottom. So I'm doing these for $8. I should do them for more because of the agate in there. So there's one on each dangle there. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm calling this by the bag color. So even though this isn't pink, I'm calling it pink because it's in the pink bag. And then I've got this one in the purple bag. And this one's a pretty bead at the top there. It's got some it's like a dichroic glass, and then it's got some swirls of like a copper color. I don't know if you can see that. It is accentuated there by 2 agates at the top, and then the seed beads and vintage and new beads in the dangle. So that's kind of hard to really show that, but there it is. And then I had fun making these. I made some for a swap, and I made a few extras for the show or the shop. This one we'll call the blue bag, and it has this vintage teal color bead at the top with some accent beads there, and then again with the vintage pearls in the bottom and glass accents.
Juju wants the purple bag.
All right, let me put your name on there. You know how it works, Juju. Thank you for showing what you got last time. I just watched your video today, so that was awesome. Thank you. And you get your name in the B positive cup for the drawing at the end of the video. All right. We have here Bookmarks notebook, beautifully decorated markers. And these are, let me see, talk among yourselves. Where are they? No, hold on. I know they're here. Well. I didn't write it down, I don't think. Oh, here we are. Yes, so this is 5 pieces, and we're doing these for $7. And these are cool. They're on a pivot. So let me show you. So we'll call these Dawn Pivot bookmarks, 5 of them for $7. So she's done like a frame. This is embossed or like a die cut on there. A little bit of glitter. And then these pivot out, and inside she has a little notebook with various pages on there. Isn't that cute? And that's a 5-piece set, and each one's just a little bit different. I'll flip through this as quickly as my hands let me. So what a fun way.
Juju wants to see the teal tassel, the blue bag. Was that teal as well?
Yes. So that is teal. It has the teal bead at the top. It has a couple different shades, like a teal. It's hard to see on camera, I know. It's got like a teal and a blue and a purple in there, and then the accent beads pick up those colors. So back to our pivots, I showed that one. And then again with the die cut on there, and it's done in like a, what do they call that? Oh, holographic, you know, whatever they call that. What do they call that? Oh, well. It's how my brain works. And then we have the gold one. I like this one. all with a little bit of sparkle on there. So creative. I love these. So 5-piece set on that.
I know. I love all of your tassels. They're so cool.
All right, this, thank you. I appreciate that. I do have fun. So the next thing we have is called Roundabout. Pardon the bag sound. These are journal cards or tags. Handmade crocheted flowers are on each one. And I'm not sure how many are in here. Let's see. There's 8 pieces in here. And roundabout, we're asking $7. So these also were in my shop. And they've been there a little while. So let's find them a home. And each one has a pretty little crocheted flower on there. Aren't they cute?
They're adorable.
And I love how she does things in the color theme, so then you can just use those and grab and go. This has some enamel dots on there as well. And each one has a little phrase on there too.
That's a great way to use those little rounds. Yesenia is asking for that one.
Okay. Your name is going on it. Yeah, I think they're really good. Really good. And you need to put your name in the Be Positive cup for the drawing. So okay. The next one we have is very fun. These are quilted corners. So we have 3 pairs of lightly padded corner pockets with lace and a faith message. And these are 8-piece, and I'm doing $8 because of the work in these. So let's take a look and appreciate these, right? So we have, she's done the machine stitching around, so it's very quilted, and they are like have a slight padded feeling to them. And then she's done the lace down the side here. And then she's backed it. And you have a coordinating one. So we have peace and love, faith and hope. And then she's done the different color here. So all of these little pieces, it's all pieced together like a quilt. So cool. And this one says praise, and this one says mercy. So that's an 8-piece set for $8.
Those are really creative and sweet.
I agree. Oh, that goes with the other thing. Okay. This one is a pack made by Michelle Wynn. And if you guys aren't familiar with her work, you might want to just take a minute, catch your breath, because it's coming. So this one it's a loaded pocket, and then she has 7 pieces of ephemera, 2 belly bands, a journal card, 2 tags, and 2 collage playing cards. This one I'm calling Red Bird because we have a couple of similar sets. And let me find, this is $8. And again, it has 7 pieces and the pocket. So I'm going to pull out the ephemera pieces here and then show you the pocket. And then as we look at the pieces, I can put them back in. So the pocket is a book page pocket that she's made. And then she's torn out some other page and put in here for decoration. There's the back of it is also a book page. So this in itself would be great on a page in a journal. And then the items inside, we have a belly band or bookmark, however you want to use that. She's done machine stitching around the outside, and then she's layered up all of these images on the background there. And then they are on the back, coffee dyed. It feels almost like a pattern paper. So really pretty. And again, these have been in my shop. I had a bunch more of these and sold them for like $11 for the set, but these have been in there for a little while. So we marked them down to $8, hoping to get them to somebody who will love them. Then we have a large journal card with this pretty bird on there. And the background is all, she's done some inking on there, I think. It feels like. I know she does a lot of that. And then on the back here is the pattern paper. So you could use this just as she had it here, or you can take the elements out and use those. And then we have a little tag, and you can add your own little bling at the top there. And again, these are all backed. And this is an altered playing card. And another altered playing card. So again, that's called Red Bird. Back in the bag you go. All right, the next thing we have is Christmas fun. I know it's almost July, so we're doing Christmas in June. So again, this has been in my shop for a little bit. Let's find it a home today, I hope. So Christmas fun, 18 clusters and tags, comes in this handmade envelope. This is by Cindy. And this is an 18-piece set, and we're marked it down to $10. So we'll just go through these little items here. Again, with lots of layering. You guys know Cindy's work. It's immaculate.
Can you guys believe we're already close to June?
I know. It's so crazy.
Hi, Debbie. We're so glad you're here with us.
Hello, hello. Welcome. So we're just appreciating some Christmas in May. Oh, upside down. Let's look at it the right way. Wow, even better. I love this
Yvette
little
is
guy.
showing Cindy's work. He is cute, the little gnome.
I know. We have a little soldier on there. This is a fabric piece with a little stocking. So,
And the rickrack.
if you are a person like me who gets crushed at Christmas and you're like, oh man, it's the 10th. I mean, get this now. Stick this in your journal. You're good to go. All right. Next item we have.
I hope you're doing well, Debbie. So Juju asked for that one.
Okay. I hope I'm doing better with the pace today because we're just learning how to do these lives, Dawn and I. So I'm working on my pace. So if I'm going too fast or slow, let me know. But I think I'm doing pretty good today.
I think it's good. It's not looking blurry to me. You guys let us know if it is looking blurry to you.
I sound good. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good.
You're so good.
I'm so good. Well,
Well, yeah.
What did my dad used to say? Oh, who needs to brag about me? Just ask me about myself or something like that.
Yeah, we don't know where B gets any of that from. That's for sure. Huh?
All right, so this is called number 2 fairy games because we have a number 1. 6 fairy decorated black cards with dangles. So, Dawn, we're calling this fairy games black cards, I guess. Or black fairy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be like that. Okay. Let's see.
So fairy game, 6 cards.
Yes. And there's a red or black cards, and they are $7 for the set.
So let me clarify. There is 1 set or 2 set. There's a black set and a red set, or just
There's a black
combined
set and a black set and a red set. And each set has 6 cards. So she's altered this playing card, and then she's done this little wrap with a bulb pin on there and a little piece of broken jewelry or something like that. So it's like a little charm on each one. And then she's giving you a spot on the back to journal. And she's done each one a little bit different, but coordinated. So very cute. I love that dangle. Oh, we have a snag. Hold on. There we go.
That's great. She put dangles on them.
Yeah, they're really cute too. So you could, take that dangle off and use it. I would use it on a tab.
Tilt the dangles up a little bit more so we can see them.
I'll sure try.
There you go.
Better? Yeah, they're really cute. And each one, it's like got its own little feel to each one of these. I think they're really cute. I would use these as tabs. This has a little cross with a rose and a little stone in there. And this one has some bells on it and a star. And then this one has a little tiny pearl. So cute. So I like to do little tabs and hang dangles on there, and that'd be something you could just pop right on there, no problem. Okay, so we have that one, and then here's the red one. And these have a little bit more of a dangle on them. So you could actually use that as a dangle on a journal. That'd be so cute. Oh, let's hold it the right way. So they hang down over.
I like how she made the writing space on the back too.
Yes. Multifunctional. I like this little dangle too. So cute.
Oh, that's cute little sitting down there.
Mm-hmm.
They are adorable.
Love that one. Then
I'm not a big fairy fan, but they're really cute. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Hard to see, hard to hold, hard to show. So that is the red set. Now I have another Christmas pack here. So that's coming up. So this is called Merry and Bright. It's 8 glittery Christmas tags.
Can you hold on for a minute, Yvette?
Sure.
So, hi, Sean. Welcome to our cell. We're so glad that you're here. Pretty much what we're doing is Yvette is selling from her shop, the artist that she represents in Yvette's Junk Journal shop. Her guidelines for her sell. Why don't I let you explain them, Yvette, and then I will explain mine when I come on.
Sure. So in today's video, I'm showing a couple different artists from my shop, and shipping is $10 to the US. And then I will show the item. Dawn will put it into the chat with a price, and then you comment if you want that by saying which one you want. And then we ship them out to you. So I have today Cindy, who is a vendor for me, and Michelle that I'm showing. And maybe down the road here in a bit, we'll have some more. I have some journals made by several artists. If you're interested in journals, we can show those too. So right now we're concentrating on handmade supplies. So this is called Merry and Bright. It's an 8-piece glittery Christmas card set, and it's $7.
Okay, give the Black Fairy set to Bonnie, but that Juju's taking care of it.
To Bonnie.
From Juju.
You got it. Juju, you're such a nice friend. I'll just tell you what I like, and then you can get me something. Listen to me. I think Juju can handle my sense of humor. I've watched her videos.
Give her cowboys, Juju.
She got so excited when she saw those cowboy ephemera she purchased that she dropped them. I was laughing at that. I love this one. So pretty. And they come in a little bag that she's made out of magazine. Or a calendar, it looks like. Yep, calendar. All right. So again, that's Merry and Bright 8 glitter tags. Okay, next item.
Wait. I got caught up in the show. So Merry glitter tag, $6, right?
Merry and Bright. Yep. 8 glitter tags, $6. This is called Merry Mushrooms, not to be confused with Merry and Bright. Merry Mushrooms, 6 large journal cards. Now, this has been in my shop as well, so we're going to try to find it a home today. This is 6 journal cards, and we are doing these for $5, which is a deal because these are great. Turning my page here. Just ignore me a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm fast.
And they're called Merry Mushrooms. What are
Merry
they called?
Mushrooms. Merry Mushrooms. So 6-piece, $5. And she's done some layering on here. There's some stickers. She's got this little cork down here with the number 5 on it. And then again on the back, there's a place for journaling. So each one has a little cork piece on there. And she's layered things up, labels and stickers. Very good with her layout for sure, with her layering abilities. All right. Next we have pastel notes. So there are 3 over the page notepads with a belly band front and an envelope and card in each. So that tells you a lot there. So how this works it has a belly band, and then it has a card that slips in and an envelope. And I recognize that envelope because I made that. So Cindy purchased some things from my shop and then she repurposed them into something different. I love that. So there's a belly band on there. And then this part, let me find a journal so I can show you how it looks. Because if you're like me, you're visual, right? So let me see. I'll grab this. This is one of my giveaway journals for my channel. When I reach 1,600 subscribers, I'm giving away this journal and this journal together as a set. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, might think about that. I'm very near my goal. So anyway, back to this. The way that this works is you have a page, and where did I put that? So she has it paper clipped, so you put it over the page like this, and then paper clip it down. And then on the back, you have a belly band with items in there. So it's a nice, neat way to add a little bit to your journal that you can move around anywhere you want. So, you know, I like to do that too in a journal. When you have the front, maybe it's getting a little full as you start to fill it up, you can move this to another page in your journal. And then there's also a little notepad in there. So super creative. And each one is like that. So they all function the same way, but each one has a little bit different items in there.
And how much is that for the set?
Envelope. That is, what did I say? Pastel notes. Where are you? Sorry, I flipped my book around. $6. So I had them at $8. The other ones sold out at $8. So we're doing $6 today. Again, a little notepad in there. And she even puts a little doily inside. That is so cute. So there's that one with its own little journal card, its own little envelope. And then the last one in this set has a little house on there. She's kind of stamped that. That's so cute. And then this has, I love this belly band. It's little squares that she's glued together to make the belly band. I think that's really cute. And then it has an envelope and a card.
She really is one of the most creative artists I know when it comes to the little bits that we do. She does so many different things. Not what you
see every day. Yeah. That's what I like about her work. Because, you know, it's like they're very different and functional, multifunctional a lot of times. So let me get that out of the way. Cleaning up a bit. Okay, I have two more here from Michelle. So let's look at these beauties. So a pack of 5 collage tags featuring vintage ladies. We're calling this beautiful. And because of that word right there, it just made it easy for me. And this is 6-piece and it's $7. And like I said, I had some of these in my shop and they sold out. She's done some stitching around here with machine stitching. It's got some, feels like handmade paper behind it. And then all layered and stamped behind there with a little scrap of fabric on there. And then the back is finished off. And these are quite sturdy. I give it a thump. Chase the Sun. And then again, we have the stitching. So they're very similar in their look, but very different in how they are. This is a dyed paper, or like a ledger, old ledger paper. And then we have fabric behind here with the stitching again. Your story matters.
Juju says, please tell Cindy that Juju loves her work and that it's wonderful.
Yes, and Cindy doesn't have a channel, but I definitely, when people tell me, I do tell her. So I love her work. I appreciate it. I met her through Lindsay's shop before I purchased the consignment portion of Nevermore Creations. So we go back, Cindy and I, and Dawn too. Dawn was there.
Yeah. I remember when Lindsay introduced Cindy, and my mouth was like, just like with you, my mouth was like, I needed to pick it up a few times from the floor. So yeah, it's fun to continue to see the artists that we get to work with. We're really honored. And with that said, if you guys have journals that you want to send to Yvette, I'm sure she'll be happy to let you know how to do that if you want to sell them. Just let her know that you're interested with a message, or let us know and reach out to her, because I know she's always looking for artists to sell journals, and then she selects her suppliers for supplies.
Yes, so don't send me supplies, but email me. So my email is colormeblingy@yahoo.com. I think it's at the bottom there. And go ahead and email me, and I can send you the details on how the consignment works. So I have about 20 artists in my shop, and we're trying to get the word out. So share with your friends. Even if you don't want to send your journals, still share my shop with your friends, because I support more than just myself. I have about, between my suppliers and my journal artists, I have about 28 people. So awesome. Not that I'm awesome. It's just an awesome concept. So again, we have 2 belly bands, a large journal card, 2 tags, 2 collage playing cards, and we're calling this Bluebird and Coffee. And this one is, finding it, a 12-piece set, and I'm doing this for $9. So again, I had these for $11 in the shop. They all sold out. Again, she's done the what do we call it? Pattern paper on the back, sewing pattern paper. And this is Michelle's work. And she does a lot of inking and things like that. I have a couple of her journals pulled aside if you guys want to see those and appreciate a little bit more of her work, just for inspiration. Like the background, this is a altered card, and she's done some spraying and inking on there. And it's hard to get the detail on these.
Yeah, Michelle does great work too. By the way, Cindy's hanging out in the balcony, so she's watching us, and
Cindy,
she's getting all the kudos. So we're happy that you're here with us, Cindy.
Yeah, I don't lie when I tell you, Cindy, that people like your work. I'm not lying to you. Proof right here. They're telling you themselves. Sometimes I think people are, oh no, no. When people tell me they appreciate you, I tell you so that you know you're appreciated. So let's put these back, and then I have 2 more things here from Cindy, and I think I have something from myself. So I do have upcoming videos. You guys will want to be watching for that. I'm trying to get back.
And we're almost at an hour.
We're having too much fun.
I know.
Thanks for hanging with us. All right, so moving along. Oh, I have a couple more things. Okay, so these are fabulous. So if you don't like making masterboards, I know there are people out there who do not like to make masterboards but love to play with them. Cindy has put these together for you. So they are 4 pages in a set. I have 2 sets. This one is called Blue Butterflies. I'm sorry, Follow Your Heart, and then Blue Butterfly. So I'm just calling it Follow Your Heart so that I can know which one it is. And I'm getting a price here for you. I'm sorry. Where are you? This is my life. I can't read my own writing. Oh, this is terrible. All right, these are $15. So I had a whole bunch of these in the shop at $21. They sold out, and these 2 are still in there. So we're trying to get them into a good home. So we're doing $15 on these today. Again, you get 4 sheets and a master board. For those of you who don't know, is something that you make and create on a page, and then you cut them into journal cards or tags or tuck spots, things like that. So it's a fun, creative way. You could see like here, this could be a journal card, or you could cut this one up here into a tag. So there's different ways you can use them in a journal. So let's take a look at these. I'll try to move them up so you guys can see Cindy's work here. So there's this page. And then this one has more of a vintage feel to it.
So that's a masterboard, blue butterflies for $15. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep. You can call it Follow Your Heart. She has Follow Your Heart blue butterflies, because we have Follow Your Heart and then we have blue butterflies. But yeah, it's a 4-page set. So pretty. And I love this one. And it's got my color. You hear that, Juju? It's got my color. I'm being funny. All right. Then we have one more set of masterboard. Oh, come on, get back in there. And Cindy's put it in this nice sleeve here so that it's protected when it's over in my supply bin. And then this one is also $15. And this one is called Red Girl Reading and Green Moon. So we have the red. I think this would be great in like a little farm journal. Wouldn't that be so cute? Or a vintage recipe journal. And then these fairies are really cute too. And I should have measured these there. I think they look 8.5 by 11. So cute. All right. And then I have one more beaded tassel here that I've made. This is a red one. And then we have one more thing from Cindy here that I'll show. So this red tassel is pretty dang special. Again, this is $8. This is a vintage Chinese bead. It's a handmade bead, and it's hand painted, or they put like the glass in and then swirl it. And then the beads that are in there, they are all vintage beads. The accent beads in there.
Can you hold on one moment, please?
One. Sure.
So, Mama Juju, when you were saying me, is it for the master boards? The Red Reading Girl master board? Okay, so Mama Juju wants the red master boards.
Okay, so we had two that were kind of red. The Follow Your Heart was the first one, and then the second one's the one that's more like countrified.
The Red Girl Reading.
Okay, perfect. Now I've lost my pen.
And then for your tassel, your tassel was called Red, and it's
$8.
$8.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on while I find another pen because I've lost my pen.
Oh, wait. She's saying she wanted the chick. So can you just state the name of the 2 red kits again so that we could clarify?
Yes. Yeah, I'll open them up so that we get the right one.
She said she wanted the one with the chicken, I think.
Yeah. So this one is the red girl reading with the green moon, fairies, and red chicks is what's on the 4 pages. So you have
Yes.
the roosters, the fairies, the green, and the
Yep, you
red
got
girl
it.
reading. Yep.
Yep, you
Okay.
got it.
Perfect. We always like to clarify. Don't want to ever send anybody the wrong thing.
Thank you to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you to Juju. All right. So I need my pen, and I don't know where my pen went. So give me a moment. I'm looking. I'm back. Uh-oh.
He's back. He's back. Uh-oh. Crap the lunch.
I won't tell you what that was because I don't know. I probably won't know for another week. Okay, Juju's going in there. Juju's getting her name on this in a red pen because that's what I found. Hey, we're all friends here. All right, back to, we have this little guy. And this is called Be Happy. It is a folio folder, 10 pages, 50 pieces, and we are asking $22 for this. So I had this in the shop. I sold a whole bunch of these of Cindy's for around $28 to $30. So I've marked this one at 22 because it kind of got lost in the mix again. So let's just look at this guy. So pretty. So she's done stitching all around the outside, and that stitching is machine stitching in a little like a vine pattern. The front is layered with this cute bee on there and some buttons. So cute. And then inside she has all kinds of goodies. So this is a little envelope. It's got little pieces that you can use throughout the journal in there. She's got layered and 3-dimensional cards, cute little belly band or tag with circles, and this little card with the bee in the corner. So that's what's tucked in this pocket. And let's go ahead and look at this pocket here. We've got a couple of little pieces in there. So pretty. So these are great to have on your desk and just be able to grab and go when you need to have something in a journal. You can flip through here and find just the right piece that you need. He's got this paper clipped on up there. I don't want to take that off and have that. So this opens up. It's all folded in and it opens up. So cute. We have this little guy. And they all tuck down in here. So again, 50 pieces on this one. And they're all handmade pieces. So some are simple, some are a little bit more involved. But all of them are beautiful.
So it's not really a journal. It's more like a folio.
A folio.
We clarify that.
Or folder. Yep. Folio folder. Yep. So for those you new to junk journaling, a folio is something that you keep ephemera in, and then you the idea is you have it on your desk and you draw from it and then pull it into your creations. This is a little piece of Edith Holden book page there on the background. And she's giving you quite a variety. You have a little nature mushroom there. You got a little lady here. Oh, she's not glued down. And then a little Edith Holden on there.
And that's a lot of Cindy's work. That is at a good
It
deal.
is a lot. Yeah. So it is, I think at $22, this is a steal for all that you're getting and the time that you're saving. Definitely
For
want to
sure.
save time. Yeah. I've seen just folios sell for that with nothing in them. So, you know, right around that price. So, Dawn, do you have folios you work out of, or do you not work that way? I know different people work different ways.
I sort of work in, I don't work a lot in folios. I do make journals with themes that I will put things in and grab from if I'm working on that theme. But I tend to work out of the plastic bags that I sell. Like, it's just easier for me to grab a little bag and have it on my desk instead of something more substantial.
I always like to find out how other people craft. Oh, that's so cute. I think it's interesting. Tells a lot about a person, right?
Yeah, I have a bucket. I have buckets that I sort of draw, like I throw everything into like a bucket and pull things out as I'm working on it.
So this is a postcard. We have a feather in there. And she has one of her little flip books in here. And a layered card. Well, you heard a minute ago how I craft. It's called Crash. Not true. I try to stay organized. It's hard. I love this with the little window and the bird on there.
Yeah, this is so diverse. It is amazing.
And then up here, she's got another piece clipped on there. So again, that's Be Happy folder, 10 pages, 50 pieces of ephemera, $22. And then the other thing I have to show, Dawn, if you want to take over here in a minute, and then if you guys could leave in the comments, I do have some journals that are a little bit more on a price point for maybe upcoming weddings or spring and cooking journals, things like that. So they're in the, I would say the low 20s to mid or upper 30 range. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and leave a comment and then we'll show those toward the end. But I think, Dawn, if you're ready, we'll turn over to you and I'll take over the chat.
That sounds good.
Give you something to look at.
Okay, let's see how we're doing here, everybody. Everybody loves my little bits. So I'm going to do a deal. I'm going to do, I'll show you, I've got a box here. So why don't we go ahead, and they're $5 each, or 4 for $12. So we're gonna, if you want me to open one up for you, I can, but I'm just gonna keep them random. Let me think about this for a minute. Well, actually, let's just go ahead and we'll put them in. We'll do small bits number 1, blue.
Okay.
Small, and if you want to see a specific one, we can open it up at that rate. So we've got small bits, rust flower, 2. And these are ruffles. I'm just going to do $5 white ruffles.
Okay, hold on.
Be in the pack.
I'm getting there. White ruffles, $5. And how many packs do you have? Just the one?
Just the one.
Okay. Perfect.
Embellish Life is sort of like light blues and peaches. It's like a neutral pastels. And the aqua flower. Thank you. A pink camera. Pink camera with a postcard.
Is that a separate set or that's one set?
It's a separate set.
So we have pink camera and then pink camera with a postcard.
Yep.
Okay.
Denim butterfly. Blue ruffle lace.
Hold
Hi.
What was before blue ruffle lace? I'm sorry. Denim something?
Denim butterfly.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Hi. And that's blacks and neutrals with some pastels. And these are 10 pieces each, just so that you guys know. This is like neutral. We'll do a neutral label.
I'm with you.
We'll do neutral butterfly.
Neutral butterfly?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And green lace leaf. And a crown. So that's half of what I made this week.
Carol.
So I can, you guys let me know what you want to do. Do we want to get them all in there and you let us know what you want? Or do we want to do this lot and then do the next lot?
Give us some feedback. So, yeah, I'm caught up with you up to the crown. So thank you for your patience with my... Yeah, my typing is a little different because my computer that I work with at my laptop at work is a little bit smaller than the laptop at home. So my fingers are used to a certain, you know. Yesenia is asking if you have yellow or orange.
Right. I'm going to put this aside. I have a little bit. Why don't we just go ahead and name them and then we'll go ahead and go through. I'm just going to keep this here so I can sort of keep them in the order. That way I won't get hopefully I won't get too confused in the process. So I have a yellow ribbon, best wishes. I'll just show it all to Yesenia and then you can decide if there's one that you want to see. Little green butterfly, that's with neutrals. We've got a big neutral butterfly. So we had a neutral butterfly and a big neutral butterfly. Yesenia, I do have some yellow stuff that I can show you in a few minutes too. So this is big brown butterfly neutral. Though you got it, never mind, it's the same one. Okay. And this is peach leaf. Yeah, peach leaf. This is travel.
Yesenia would like the peach leaf. Thank you so much, Yesenia.
This is a black neutral butterfly.
And you said you had a travel one as well?
Yes.
Okay. I missed getting that one in there. So let's see. All right.
And we've got thank you, and there's some mushrooms in the background there. It's sort of an eclectic mix.
And Yesenia would like the big neutral butterfly as well.
This one?
Yes, I think that's the one that you said brown, but I'd already put it in as big neutral. Yes, she says.
And then the denim butterfly.
Yes.
Let me get that one. I have Congrats green, but it's neutrals. Admit one butterfly. Tiny mushroom. Peach with some yellow.
Yesenia would like the peach and yellow.
And this was denim blues.
Okay, I have that in.
This is embellished blues. This is blue basket.
Basket.
This is pink label. Purple flower. Floral water can. You want the purple flower, Yesenia? Got it. Girl Squad. Floral emit one. You got Girl Squad, Yesenia. I'm going to call this random. Thinking of you and orange flower. And then we're going to go backwards. So you don't have to put them in, but I'm going to put Yesenia's aside. And if anybody wants more, they can have their chance to say me. And I think that will be a good way to do that.
You have a pile of bits there, lady.
I know. I worked hard. So Yesenia went orange flower and thinking of you. Oh, no, that's just, she wanted the orange flower. Okay.
The orange flower, yep.
Okay. So I'm just going to try to read things. I'm going to try to read things backwards. So we've got thinking of you, which is this one. If you want to look at any of them, let me know. Let me put it back in my little box here. And then random.
Mm-hmm.
And then floral, admit one.
Yep.
That's amazing, Yesenia. Thank you. And we took care of Girl Squad. We got the 4 white cans, purple flower. This is a pretty one. We've got, what is this? Embellished Blues. The Blue Basket. Denim Blues. Pink Label. Okay, Yesenia wants the purple flower. I can do that.
I'm still here. I
The
took
little
a pause
mushroom. Travel. Congrats. I'm trying to remember which one this was. Black butterfly. Admit one butterfly. Green leaf. Best wishes. We will call this neutral butterfly as people are calling for it. If I get confused, I'll clarify it in a few minutes. I'll put it over here to the side. The label, it's a brown label one. Hi. Little green butterfly. Thank you. The crown. Pink camera with pink lace. Pink camera with a postcard. Blue bike. Little green butterfly.
Yesenia would like the crown.
I got the crown and the little green butterfly. So we got the blue bike, the thank you, the aqua blossoms, the embellished life label, the white ruffles, blue hearts, and Rusty. cool. Thanks, you guys. I'm so glad we were able to get through those. Let me grab.
Yesenia would like Aqua Bloom and Rust.
Okay.
Yep, Aqua Bloom and Rust. We got you, girl.
Aqua Bloom and Rust. She's got them. Yay. So this will be $8, and it. Thank you, Yesenia. That is amazing. I'm so glad you're going to love those and have fun with those. I love to use them. They're so easy. So you were asking for yellow, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple pieces of ephemera, and then I don't know, have you seen my flip through yesterday? I've got some yellow journals. I'll bring those out for you to see as well. So I just put this on the cover. It's a cute little candlelight there with flowers. This is a wallpaper little pouch here that is sewn. Let's do little yellow lantern.
Okay.
And I've backed them and sewed them. It's got washi and just the focal points. So we've got a lady with a really cute pink umbrella, pink roses on her umbrella. Got a really cute tulip there. And I thought this would be cute folded, so I did a little fold with a ruffle on it. This has a black jar with flowers. A cute little kitten with like stitched writing paper in the background. A little birdie. This is tissue paper with a yellow mushroom. This is a little tuck spot. Another cute little kitten. And this is a pot. This is a dog. Okay, that's going to Yesenia. Yay, thank you, Yesenia. Okay. And then this is a little bit larger. I think I'm going to go $10 with this one. And we'll just call it the funky flower, because I don't know how else to describe that flower. And it's a wallpaper pouch. And you guys may have seen this before. It's farm themed. It's a little pocket. It's got cows and cheese. Got a cute little chicken there. Yeah, these are pockets. It has lace and there's, oh no, they're not. They're just, let's see. Yeah, there's a pocket there. Let me see that. Yeah, pockets. Just 3 sides means it's a pocket.
We have an interruption,
pockets. Dawn. Rockwell's Hog Ration. Okay, is that what you want? What interruption?
We have an interruption. Mama Juju has she can see her desk. She has let us know, Dawn, I can see my desk. So
you
I think
you guys don't know what a miracle that is.
I think we need to take a moment. of silence here.
We do. We do, because
I've
you
never
know,
seen that desk
you have
clean,
no
girl.
idea what she's been through this week.
I've never seen it clean.
Well, after the snake, the fact that her desk is clean is amazing.
We're going to need proof.
You did it. You did it. Yay.
Oh. We should have a drum roll. And the Clean Desk Award goes to Bing, Mama Juju.
Mama Juju. Well, I got mine clean for the video, but it doesn't mean the rest of the area around me is clean.
You heard my avalanche. Oh. So funny.
We got that one taken care of. Yesenia's been into the yellow, so I'm going to offer these for $3 each. Let me see. They are a yard of yellow lace, and I will pull one out. It is really pretty. And I don't know if you can see this. So we got $3 for a yard of yellow lace, and it's, let's look at how wide it is. It's almost 4 inches deep, and it's a yard across, and they look like roses, sort of. I think that roses, I don't know if those are roses or not. They're really pretty. And I've got a set, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So, 5 here. So I can do 5 for $12 if anybody would like that. Okay. I've got that there. Okay, I have some really I wanted to, Yesenia, are you interested in seeing those yellow journals? Let me grab my journals, and if anybody wants to see them, we can do a flip through. Are you still there, Yvette?
Yeah, I'm here. I muted myself.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anyone.
Yeah, Yesenia is saying she would like to see journals, sure.
Okay, cool. So I've got a cute Moody journal here with lots of cute cows. I have a pretty and pink one. I have a blue Paris one, a small one.
And how much are these?
I've got a green pink one. So the single signatures will be between 20 and 25. So I will, if you guys want to see them, I'll do a flip through and I'll give you the price. If you don't want to see them, then I will, we'll just go from there. So these are either $20 or $25 each, the single signatures. So let me show, just let me know if you want to see one. So just, if you want to see the Cannon Beach, type in Cannon Beach. If you want to see the red and yellow poppies, let me know. Grandma's quilt cover is in green. Is this one here? The peacocks is here. The blue steampunk. Pretty in pink. And Moo. Does anyone catch your fancy?
Yesenia said she'd like to look at the peacock one. And also the yellow poppies.
And since you're on a yellow theme, this one will be $40. It's a double signature, just so you know that's available too. So I can do a flip through of that. If you're interested, just let me know. I'm going to start with the yellow poppies. And this one is, this one will be $20. So it has a cotton fabric cover. It has strawberries and blue flowers and white flowers. And then these blue poppies here. And it has that yellow lace. And this is wallpaper. And it's pretty basic. So that's why I'm just doing it for $20. It's got the coffee dyed papers. I thought it was just a great starter journal. I've got the yellow jar there. Lots of yellows and little pieces, a few pieces to play with. Got a little tuck here. Another tuck here.
If you've just joined us, go ahead and say hi in the chat. We like to chat while we're showing things.
Wandering star. I thought it'd be cute. That's there. You can put some stars across here. That would be fun, actually. I know. I found this kit on Creative Fabrica and loved it. And have been playing with yellows this week. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Juju. It's perfect for summer. I love how it came together.
I like how you have a little nod
the yellow
to the
and
honey.
the teal too. That'd go great with that. Yeah. So there is the poppy one. Good for this weekend. Here is the peacock one. So it is on a green. This fabric is so interesting. It's like sheer. It's not sheer, but it feels like, what is that, taffeta or something? And it's green and pink. So that's why you see the pink there. And I put a little white to cushion it a little bit because it's flower fabric. So it's on chipboard. And I put lace around the edge here. And we've got just this beautiful kit with the peacock. We've got that lace there. And this is Nevermore Creations yellow background pages. So I had fun with that. And again, I just used a lot. I found a lot of yellow kits that I just had fun playing with.
And this is also a single signature?
Yeah, and this one is at $25. That cover was a little bit more of a process. And look how cute the little kitty cat and the little S&H stickers. So I worked on some of this ephemera when Bonnie and I did our live. Look how pretty she is. And I've got some, what is this called? Glassine pages. So this is definitely more romantic. The first one is a little bit more modern. This one is pretty romantic. I guess there's elements of both in here. I used some of the little bits I made this week.
And that'd be fun to pull another color in with that too.
So I've had a busy week. Yes, I can show you the one that's 40. She's so pretty. So it's 2 signatures. It has white lace over a wallpaper that is a little bit shiny. And the pockets are on the side here. And it has lace and a white, I don't know if you can see that. It's white fabric with florals. And it's similar to the other ones. Pretty simple with a little bit here and there.
And what are we calling this?
Oh, Golden Beauty. And these ruffles, my grandma had a quilt that was falling apart, and this was the back sheet on it. And so it's vintage, and I like being able to use that. Live in this moment, dream it, make it happen. I love her reading out on the boat. Does anybody really do that in a dress like that? I don't know if that's the case, but it sure is dreamy, isn't it?
I read one.
And these are super bright. They are bright yellows. This is sort of, what is that? That tulle paper. This is a vintage postcard in my collection.
I like how you pulled the little bits of pink in with it. That's pretty.
Yeah, it came together. Well, I was inspired by the cover. It had just this little bit right up there. And it was able to work it in. I was just going to leave it plain without the little ruffles. And I saw that and I thought, well, I'm going to play with the pinks, and there's pinks here. So they sort of played off each other well. This paper let me get away with it for sure.
It's got a pink lemonade vibe.
Little doggy. Brotherly love. Oh, yeah, there's that. Lots of writing space. little mushroom there. Yeah, there's still lots of space to play in this. I love this little journal. Anything with journals, right? Okay, so those are my yellow journals. We got the peacock, golden beauty, and the poppy. I'm not quite sure what we named it.
I just call it poppy, yellow poppies. Yesenia would like the golden
I will.
beauty. Yep.
Yay! I will get that to you, Yesenia. Thank you so much. I'm glad you loved it. So fun, right? Let's see. Is there anything you guys want to see? I may have it. I've got ribbon. I've got just some de-stash stuff. I've got some cool things. There was a gal in my community who unfortunately is no longer with us. And her friend saw that I did junk journals and she gave me some items. And so I'm going to do these for $5. They're really cool. They're wood covers for the journal. So, and I will make all three of them for $10 if anybody wants all three of them.
And what are we calling those?
But aren't they cool? Just wood covers. I'm glad you like the journals. This one has the markings on it, which is really nice. And she's put the holes in it. And they're pretty cool. I just know they're not, it's not something I wouldn't make them. I wouldn't use them. It's a little bit outside of my wheelhouse.
And how much are you charging? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
They're $5 each. If you want all three sets for $10, I will do that.
Okay.
Okay. We may have shown this last time. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards of ribbon for $5, blue. I can pull them out if you want me to. This is a piece of a runner, I believe. I had it for $5. I think I'm just, it's stained. So I'm going to say $2. It's pretty sunflower there. And I've got some eyelash trim for, I think it's 5 yards for $5. So 1, 2, oh no, it is, let's do $3 for this. Eyelash trim for $3.
And you have how many?
There's 3. And they're, let me just double check right here. We've got 1. I think it's, yeah, it's over a yard. So, so 3 yards for $3.
Okay. Thank you.
And it's a little, it's over that actually, but we'll say $3. Oh.
And I have a few journals, if you guys are interested, that I can show.
Here's my $1 pile.
Here.
So $1 for a yard of sparkly ribbon. So sparkly ribbon, $1. $1 for pink corduroy. $1 for garden fabric. $1 for Polynesian fabric. $1 for rainbow fabric. And if you want, and there's several pieces to this, they're probably 8 inches across, maybe 6 inches across. $1 for this little bag of lace. $1 for some little, I don't know what these are called. They're sort of fasteners. They're like pin backs. $1 for this fabric. It's a yard, and it's like a Hawaiian theme. Another rainbow pack. I'll show this in a second. $1 for this trim. It's sort of the fluffy trim. And if there's anything specific you want to see, I can be more specific, show it more in detail. A coral piece of, it's like a silk fabric with coral and tan. Some buttons for $1. Yes, all these, this whole bag is $1.
Okay.
Some wax binding thread. Wax for binding thread, $1. Little eyes for $1. A Cupid for $1. Some crystal innovations for $1. And some wood charms with pins for $1. And I didn't show this. It's just a piece of scrap fabric for $1, but it's really pretty. It's got the really pretty blues.
Ooh, that is pretty.
So Juju wants the binding thread, or you're looking for binding thread. You want the wax for the binding thread. Is this what you want, Juju? Okay. You
guys
got
got to
it.
forgive my typing.
One. Oh, I don't know. I'll show this really. I love these fabrics because you can make like fancy ribbon out of them if you tear them up. They're samples. Silk for Henry Calvin Fabrics, discounted peach from Thailand. And it has like, they're great for little journals, smaller journals. They're great little covers. The sheen on them is really pretty. It was just extra.
And that's $1 also?
Yes. So 1, 2, let me show these. I was just clearing out. Okay, so these little images are one of Lindsay's Nevermore creations. They're just backed on like Pepsi things, so it's not perfect, but they've got button charms on them. Trisha helped put them together with me. So this is $1 if anybody wants that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 items for $10. Might as well try.
All right. And Yesenia would like to see the journals that I have. So when you have a break or are done, let me know and I'll show those.
Sure. Do you mind? Yeah. Can I show this journal then?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I've got this one I made also this week. It was a lot of fun to make. It has a little doily on the cover with some lace here and some of that white fabric. And this was inspired by that Arkansas kit. But there is a lot of, it's grungy. It was a lot of fun. And this one will be $40 as well.
And what are you calling that one?
But it's 3 signatures. Let's do we'll just do grungy Arkansas. It is a nod to Arkansas, but it doesn't have to be. You know how that is. Fun little corner there. Yeah, and this is a deal for since it's 3 signatures for $40. It's simple though. And cute little deer. And then the bears come. They're so cute.
That is cute.
Brad and I have been talking about going to the hot springs. Isn't that cute?
I don't think I'd want to have a bear there, though.
There. Mama bear making a pie. The little journal bear. And hiking Papa Bear. Journal Buddy Bear. The singing frog in the background. A sleepy sloth. And I'll pin that in there. Okay, so that's $40. All right. Yes, we appreciate you all. I'll go ahead and make you, have you go, Yvette.
All right. Here we are. So I pulled some journals that I've had in the shop for a little bit that are on the more friendly price point. Let's put it that way. I have some here that I've made. I have a couple from Michelle, one from Beatrice, and then I have this one that I just finished. And this one was for the April 12 by 12 or hashtag 12 by 12 Junk Journal Challenge 2025 that Dawn and I are co-hosting with 6 other ladies at this point. So anyway, I finished this journal, so I'll go through that if you guys are wanting that. I'm going to do another video on that, doing a full flip through, but I can do a quick reveal there. So I'm going to start with this one here from Yesenia. Where did that come from? From Beatrice. And if you guys know Beatrice's work, she's kind of our grungy girl. And she goes back with Dawn and I when we were all selling journals through Lindsay. So that's how we kind of know Beatrice. And I know Dawn has always, again, that's another jaw dropper, right, Dawn? It's just her work is always perfect and lovely. So let's learn a little bit about this one. So this one is called Lady in Red. And we are doing this one for $32. And then I will do the flip through here. So she's got on the front this vintage little piece of jewelry. And then it's like a pin. And I think, yeah, it goes all the way through. So you can take that off. And she's got a piece of vintage lace behind there. And that flips up and we have a little card in here. And then she has another piece here with an embossed piece of paper. And these are all layered. And they open, but I don't want to open it on camera. So that sits on top and can be removed, or you could glue that down if you wanted that on the top. She gives you a lot of options. And then behind that, I thought this was so clever the way she had that on there. just kind of loose and then tied with this lace ribbon. And then we have this piece here, which is paper. It's a single signature. And then as we go through here, and Beatrice does not have a channel, but she does have her journals available in my shop. And this is a very small journal compared to some of the other ones she has. She does beautiful work. So this says she has new ephemera and papers are from the Temu store, and she has a removable front card. 48 pages. So as you can see, little pocket in the front here. And then she does a lot of embossing and aging. And I do have a couple more of her journals. If you're interested in this style, I can pull those over relatively quickly. They're larger. This is the only small one I have left of hers. And she has a fabric flip here. And then she's done some embossing and put some glitter on there. And I love how she keeps everything kind of torn and worn, and, you know, like her stamping looks like it's been there for a really long time. She's really good with that sort of thing. This is a photo slide that she's altered. And she does a lot of rusty paper clips or pins. And we have vintage papers. And they're just fun journals. Her work is always just so fun and visual pleasure to look at. So it's like a journal candy. She just puts all those little elements, this paper that, you know, someone might, oh, that's a little too grungy, but it just works in here. She made that into a little pocket. And this feels like a hand-dyed or handmade paper. She's got another little emboss there.
So and the tall and skinnies are fun.
They are. This is a hidden paper clip there. A couple of places here that she's tucked in. So it's always fun to go through her journals when I get them. I always appreciated them when I saw them in Lindsay's shop, and now that I get to hold them, they're just so much fun to go through. There's so much texture and just, I don't know, they're very playful and fun. And like I said, this is a little bit less embellished than she normally does. Some of the other journals are much more worn looking than this and aged. So again, I can show those if you're interested. I can just pull them out from my bin over here, my Beatrice bin. This is an old greeting card. She leaves lots of places for you to do your own little things. And in the back, this flips open, and she has an envelope that she's made into a tuck spot. So, Lady in Red. Put that back on there. So that's the only one I'm showing right now from Yesenia. The next one I'm going to show here is made by Michelle Wynn, and then you'll get to see here some of Michelle's artistry. So very different feel to these journals, but they are all have a place. So she does a lot of like mixed media. So she's done this little cutout, and a lot of people will cut that part out with a die cut and then throw this part away, but she uses it. And there's some fabric back behind here. This whole cover is all pieced together, and then she's machine stitched around it like a quilt. And this one is called, where is it? Scrap Happy Green Wildflower. And we are asking $41 for this one. And it is a very chunky little monkey. It is, let me see if she's got the number of pages on there. Yep, 80 pages. It's 8.5 by 5.5. So in the front, she has this cover. She's doubled up the cardstock on this, or tripled it, because it's quite thick. And then again, with the stitching all around, she's reinforced the spine, which is always nice in a journal. And then here we have a sewn pocket with a vellum pocket in there. And over here, a double one. So these are her hand, this is some of her handiwork here. And this is a printed page of one of her handmade pieces. So she's put those into kits and then made her paper. So as you can see, she does a lot of mixed media stuff. She's left the strings hanging here, which is cool. I just love how she uses inks. I'm kind of always afraid to use them. And she's done that here and then put a little washi tape on there. And we have a couple of pockets. Different ephemera. Now these are not backed, so you could use those any way you want in the journal. And then she's got this card here. Little flip up. Very eclectic feel, but it all goes together because of the colors. So as you guys know, the color is what drives my creation. So this is always fun to see how Michelle uses color in her creations. So go ahead and put in the comments if you have been on my channel and seen Michelle's work before. And if you like her work, go ahead and give her a shout out. So if she sees this video, she'll know we do appreciate her and her work. Little tuck spots, pockets. Again, she's done that with the negative from the die cut. So pretty. And then it comes with this green seam binding. So what's going on in our chat? Something's happening here. Who's here?
Everybody's still
Nana.
here.
Nana's here. Have you been here, Nana?
Hi, Nana. Welcome.
All right. This one is one that I've made. And this is called Violet and Lavender. Oh, no, it's not. Listen to me.
Nana
This
is AKA Sheila.
Yes. So this one is called Passionately Purple. It's $28. So I made these for one of the hashtag 12 by 12 channel, or hashtag 12 by 12 junk journal challenge 2025. And I made 4 of them. These 2, the brown one and the purple one, are the 2 that I have left in my shop. So I've marked those at $28. This one is called Passionately Purple, and this one is called Nature's Joy. So they are both $28. I did hand stitching on the cover of this one. All of the pieces are hand stitched, and then I put this on a like a, what do you call those? Amazon package, you know, like a bubble wrap package. And then I did the buttons in each corner where the different pieces of fabric meet. So the whole cover is hand stitched. It's a double signature. And then I have this pretty piece of handmade purple paper in the front. And I had fun with this. I did a little bit bigger piece, and so I just folded that and made a pocket. And then I've also hand stitched around the whole outside of it. And I just kind of use leftover pieces that I have. This is a little envelope here that I've tucked in this like a side belly band. And then I have this pretty handmade paper and my coffee dyed paper. These are from Cheryl's Crafts. This is some of my rhododendron dyed paper that I dyed myself from my rhododendrons in my yard. And then this is tea dyed paper. I have a fabric flip there. So very much a writing journal. You could do a lot of things with this. I have another piece of handmade paper there.
I know, Juju, I'm not very patient with stitching either. I've done it, but it's not my favorite. Hand stitching is not my favorite.
I love to hand stitch. Basically because I don't know how to use my sewing machine successfully. So this was an interesting little thing I did. I put a triangle here, and then I had this piece of paper that I fold down, and that becomes a writing spot, and then it just folds back in there.
Nice. I think Bonnie's done stuff like that before. I like the patchwork look, though.
Yeah.
So pretty. Purples are fun.
And then this is a hand crocheted tie, and I made it really long so you can expand as you work in it. And then the other one I have is the brown one called Nature's Joy. And I've also crocheted this. It's jute on there that I've crocheted. And I had this little vintage piece that was left over, and so I made it into a little pocket here on the front. And I've got a couple journal cards in there. And again, I hand stitched the whole thing around. And this is a single signature. I've got handmade paper in the front. And this was a kit that I purchased, a printed kit, and I can't remember who it was from. And then I did another little flip here, and I used the envelope to hold the flip in place. And then the envelope also opens up. And this is a dandelion dyed paper. And let's see, that's from Lindsay Zenor. I have a piece of handmade paper in there. And I like to do that with fabric, just put it on there as a little trim. So I had lots of fun with these. I didn't want to put too much into the inside because the cover is what really kind of took the time there. So.
Is that the Luella kit from Lindsay?
Yes. Yeah. I couldn't remember the name of it. Thank you. I'm sitting here trying to think of the name of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it looks like Luella.
Bees and flowers and yep. So pretty. And it has a squishy, if you can hear that, squishy feel to it too. So there's that one. And then I'll show you one from Leah. So if you guys are not familiar with Leah, Leah Wilkins, she and her husband, Peter, work together on journals, which I think is very cool. This is a little one. And let me find the page here. This is 6.5 by 4.5, 4 signatures, 80 pages. And then she's used several different kits in here. So I love the way that she did this. She was one of the first artists that I showed in my shop. So I try to, every once in a while, bring something back that I posted in the beginning because a lot of people were just getting used to me having the shop and stuff. So she's got this little vintage button on here, and then she's got these tabs that come around, and she's put those down with some brads. And then the whole back is layered with different pieces of ribbon and fabric. So pretty. And the front is that way too. And then she stitched this kind of metal feel little fleur-de-lis on there. So this is called fleur-de-lis, and it is $37. And like I said, I've had it in my shop for a while. She's got all of the fluff on here on the edges.
You said $37?
Yeah, 37.
And it's from who?
Leah and Peter Wilkins. Wilkins. Leah and Peter. So they work together on the journals. And then her mom also is an artist in my shop.
And I'm not going to be able to spell fleur-de-lis.
It's, yeah. That is F-L-E-U-R.
I got
and then D-I-L. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had to think of it too. So lots of little bits of pinks and greens in here. Lots of textures, for sure. And stamping, vintage laces. So if nothing more, you can always get inspiration in my shop, for sure. So many artists and so many things that just every time I open a journal, I'm just like, that's so cool.
I like it's tiny, but it's really sweet.
Yeah. It's like so tiny, I have to be careful. And she's done all these little touches in there to make it sparkle and shine.
That's cool they work together.
Right? I can imagine what my husband and I would create together. Let me put the information back in there so I don't mess that up. And then I have two tall skinny ones. What's that?
VW journals.
Love it. All right, so here I have this one. This is called Tattered Memories. And I made this out of a piece of this pretty green batik fabric. This is a big one. It is 10.5 by 4.5. And this is just a fabric cover. I didn't do much other than double layer the fabric because I wanted to have that feel. And then I had this pretty piece of applique, so I put that over the top of it. And then I made a tie with a piece of sari silk decoration ribbon, and then I put back that with the same fabric and put the ties on there with a coordinating fabric. So this is very loose, I guess. I have this mesh pocket in the front. And then this is from a kit by Lindsay. And Dawn will have that available at some point. It's called, poetry. What's it called? Nature's Diary. That's what it's called. So I had commissioned Lindsay to make a kit for me that was had all of these elements in it that was typing, and I wanted nature and I wanted music. And the idea was I'm creating a journal for my son with those elements in it, and I'm still gathering things to put in that, but those are kind of things that he enjoys. So I had her create a kit that I could use around that. So I have elements of that in here. And this was inspired here by this little picture that I have. Photo there. hold on just a second. I'm thinking here. Yeah, I have the name wrong. This is Evelyn's journal, because it was, this lady was the inspiration for it. I have the names backwards. I'm so sorry. And here's a photo there. These are all vintage photos, and these are dyed papers. And then here's a picture with two little ladies. So I have the typing. Yeah, and see, here's her name on the back. So I had some photos with her name. So I kind of in my mind had this idea, and these are not all the same photos in here of the same person. Some of them are, like here it says Roy and Evelyn, but not all of them are her. But kind of my thought was, maybe she's like a secretary, and this is her little journal that she likes to write in. So that was my thoughts coming into that. And I love this image. It's like hardware. It's like a hardware store, vintage hardware. I love that. So that I thought, like, oh, here's her and her friend.
What is that one being offered for? Evelyn's
Oh,
journal?
I'm sorry. These, both of these, tall and skinny, are 22. This is avocado dyed paper. This is a Lindsay kit as well. I'm not sure which one. It's the one with the paintbrushes, Dawn. I don't know which one that is.
Paint strokes, something natural paint strokes.
Yeah, paint strokes. I think you're right.
Nature.
Yep. And I love this image too. This is just a magazine page, but it's like a broken chandelier, and I love it. And then the other side is the chandelier. And this is an interesting photo too. There's a whole bunch of flowers in a drawer. I don't know what this person does, but I thought it was interesting. I don't know. Kind of my thought behind it was, these are all the things that Eveline loves and loves to play with. So
I love that you like to memory keep in your journals, Jacinia.
And here's the other side of that.
I can document me and my husband going to the Garibaldi parade. So.
So it's kind of like, I was thinking, oh, here she is in her later years, right?
So cute.
So I always have a story in mind when I make a journal, but this one really was more like that. So
you had a plan.
There's that one. I had a plan.
That green is really pretty.
Yeah, and I'm not really normally a green person, but it just, I don't know. I like the purple with it, kind of purpley brown there.
Yeah.
All right.
It almost looks like a clutch, right?
Yes, right. This one is the Tattered Memories, and it's 10.5 by 4.25. So this was a vintage piece of, I think it was like bedding. And then I went ahead and did the stitching. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I did stitching in a couple rows down here with French knots. And then I did just a running stitch all the way around that. And it has this kind of vintage mesh piece for the tie and a crocheted doily. And that's permanently on there. I stitched that down. So I like how it's kind of, this is 22
as well, right?
Yeah. So I like the way this is blue on the front with a hint of the yellow, and then the back is the yellow. And it's not perfectly straight, but I wanted it that way because Tattered Memories, right? So again, this one is a soft cover, double layered, and then I've put a bubble envelope in there. I have this cover, or this pocket in the front is a couple pieces of scrap pieces of crocheted pieces, and I stitched those together and made a pocket. And this part flips out, and it's an envelope with a little journal card. And this is wallpaper. We have a little lady up there that I've put in a frame. Sometimes simple is all you need. So this I kind of thought of, you know, a simple life, a person living a simple life. Sometimes we think that you have to live a complicated life to have interest. And I think that people who have simple lives have a lot of interest in their life. So it's just simple little images of people doing simple things. And then I have handmade paper in there. Often the least of things are the most beautiful things. And this is a flip spot. And then I layered up a whole bunch of little pieces on the side so that they stick out from the journal when it's closed. And the same on this side. I kind of wrapped it around the end of this page, and then it became a tuck spot over here too. 3 little friends there. So can't get much simpler than this journal, but that was kind of the point of the whole thing. Find the special in each day. She's holding a little tiny puppy. So those are the journals I have to show today. This is a vintage piece there. And then in the back I have a little pocket. And again with this wallpaper. I love this wallpaper. It's textured. So there's that one, Tattered Memories. And like I said, if you guys want to drool over a couple of journals, I can definitely pull out some of Beatrice's more bodacious journals. And yeah, Dawn knows, right, Dawn? Definitely
Right.
inspiring. Yep. So that's what I have. I do have a couple of your Dawn's printed kits if we want to look at those. We looked at those in a last live, but if there's somebody here who wants to see that, we can go for that.
Why don't you go ahead and share your giveaway journal? And meanwhile, do you have any wide journals? Yesenia is asking.
Any what?
Any larger journals? You mean wide journals?
Oh, wide?
W-I-D-E.
Oh, yeah, like bigger, big? Yes. So let me, give me just a minute and I can pull those over. I also, if you guys want to check this one out, that's the one that I made for April's challenge. I can flip through that real quick if you want. I used my digital kit in there that I created for that. And I'm going to do a full video on that so we don't have to look at that. So give me a minute while I get some of Beatrice's bigger journals here. Okay, so what I can do is kind of show you the covers. And then if you want to take a peek inside, I think that'll probably be the best way for us to look at Beatrice's journals. There's that one. And let me see how this one. There's this one. This one's a chunky monkey for sure. And this one as well. Lots of lace on that one. This one has more of a boho feel to it. It's very pretty. This one's more of a nature themed. And then running out of room. This one's another boho feel. It has some beads at the bottom there and dangles and all kinds of good stuff. And then there is this blue one here. And these are all a little bit bigger than your standard 6x9. So if you want to take a look at any of those, or I can just start going through them however you guys want to do. And then these, I'm just going to kind of show these, and these are actually still in my, oh, hey, Misty. How are you? Hello, welcome. So, yeah, we can go through these, look at them. We can go through these if you want. Just kind of let me know. I'll just start going through, and if you, Dawn, if you say stop, I'll stop.
Do you want to name? Do you want to name them, and then people can tell us which one they want to see?
Yeah, they do have names. I can look them up on my site. Like I said, they are in my shop.
Well, you can just, if you just want to give a round, like we can do journal 1, 2, 3. We can do just set up in a way that we can put in there that people would say, oh, I want to see journal 8. You just let me know how you want me to type them in.
Okay. Because they all have a name. Do you want me to look at the name or just say 1, 2, 3 for now?
For now, why don't we do 1, 2, 3, and then we'll type it in as a go when you open it up and read it.
Just keep talking to me eventually. I hear.
So how many are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
So I'll start
and then
with
go ahead and just do one. So, just go ahead and just do a flyby of like, this is 1, this is 2, and then do all 8, and then we'll see what people want.
Okay. Sounds good. I love it. So this is number 1. I'll turn it over so you can see the back. And it's a wraparound. This is number 2. And it's pretty chunky as well as big. This is number 3. We'll call this one number 4. And this is kind of cool. It's a padded envelope, a brown envelope. We'll call this one number 5. Number 6. Moved my camera. Number 7. And number 8. And go. Which one are we going to look at? We got any takers as far as which one we're looking at?
Yesenia wants C7.
Okay.
And I may have missed 5, so might have to juggle a little bit. We'll see.
So this is the one, yeah. Number 7.
I think it was the one that was floral.
Oh dear.
So it's the second one behind. There you go.
This one. Okay. I put them up backwards, so there's my brain. All right. So this one goes back here. Let me just get these back where I had them so that I'm not confused. Okay. So here we are. So this is
that it, Yesenia? I think that's what you wanted.
Yeah, make sure we do. Sorry, it was my mistake.
Good deal.
Yep, we're good?
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. We're good.
I got some bling in my eye.
You're
All right.
good.
So this one is called Glimpse of Yesterday Red. It's 7.5 by 9.5, 2 signatures, 70 pages, and there are no digitals in this one. So she has old books, magazines, cards, newspaper, coffee and tea dyed, fabric, buttons, lace, and trims are all recycled. So she has on the front a really pretty silk red ribbon, and then she has this crown charm that hangs down on the front and has a rose and a pearl on the bottom. So pretty. And I can look this up on my website and see the price because I didn't pull these out of the shop. They're still in there. So that is the price for this, whatever's in the shop. And again, you can find that in there under Glimpse of Yesterday Red. So if you're interested, just type that in and I'll pull it out of the shop. And but you can go to the shop and see what price it is. So in here we have, and like I said, her big journals. This is a repurposed book, and her journals have a lot of things going on. So she uses all kinds of packaging. This looks like an old packaging piece, and she just pops that in there and puts a little ribbon on it, makes it a journal card, or it could be a writing board. It's stiff enough for that. So that's just tucked in the front. She's got a little pocket here in the front as well with a little card in there. Fabric flip. And then she's got an embossed piece of waxed paper there. And the images in here are really lovely. Like I said, her larger journals are just beautiful and textured and just fun to touch and play. So if you like the grungy look, Beatrice is someone to watch in my shop for inspiration for sure.
What was the name of that journal?
Glimpse, what did I say? Glimpse of Yesterday.
So you have it for $64 in the shop.
Thank you, Dawn. I'm trying to look on the internet and it's still over there spinning for me, so thank you. So we have embossed paper. Some of these are like embossed packaging or wrapping paper. And then she's put all of these little beautiful magazine pages in here, but then she does all these little things that just age it. So, you know, a lot of times people would maybe not use this page because it's got ink on it. She goes ahead and puts it in the journal and it just works. There's a little bit of old tape up there. And again here, So it's hard to tell with Beatrice's work if it's new or old, because she ages things in such a way that you really can't tell. She has a lot of older elements in her journals, but then she does some new things that she ages to look old. This looks like it came off somebody's hat. So she mixes the old with the new with the in-between, and it just works. This has a whole bunch of like little staple holes in it. So that was a vintage piece of paper, and then she put this little image on there. That's a photograph, and then a little bit of lace and a staple. So just really simple little things that she does to add to it. But I've always admired that about her journals. A little more embossing on that paper there. So lots of fun. A couple of different ephemera pieces. And she has these little places down here where she's just kind of left the paper frail and fragile, so it gives it that feel. Again, with the little marks where the tape used to be. Again, up here. So I think this is new tape, but you really can't tell because, I mean, the only way I can maybe tell is it's kind of straight, but I still can't tell. So if you've ever wanted to try a grungy journal, this is definitely, come back and just look at my videos. I put in there when I show Beatrice's work, I put her name in there on the video. So you can find those easily, and you will find tons of inspiration in her journals. So pretty. There's that one. If you guys want to look at another one, let me know. Dawn, do you have a favorite artist in my shop? Tough question, huh? So I think I'll show this one while we still
It's
have
your
people
bead work
going there.
because
My
it's something I
beadwork.
can't do.
Oh, you just haven't tried. I'll come spend a month at your house and show you how. So this one is really fun. It is a nature themed. She's got a little flower in there, dried flower, and a bookmark that's just a piece of really stiff vintage cardboard that she's put this dangle on, and it sticks out of the top there. And then the whole cover is brown paper. She's got 4 signatures in there. And I love how she just kind of folded the top down, and it's just kind of there. And then on the back, she did a little bit of patchwork over where she put down the closure. And that's just a piece of cotton strip. And then this one, if you can look that up for me, Dawn, because my computer's still not going. This one is called Natural Collector, 6 1/4 by 9 1/4, 4 signatures, 120 pages. And again, she's used no digitals in this. So in the front, we have this vintage paper with a flower on it. She's got some, what do they call this? I know that paper. They call it something. Mulberry, maybe? No, because that's got flowers and stuff. And then here she's got an envelope that she's used as a page. Love that. So still grungy. She's got some eco-dyed pages. So when I made a grungy journal for my challenge, because I'd never made one, Beatrice was one of the artists that inspired my work. So
Did you say it was Natural Collector?
yes, collector. Uh-huh.
It's $56.
Yep. So these have been marked down because I did have them for hire in the shop, and they just she was one of the first ones I showed, and they've been there a while, but I don't want to keep lowering the price because the artists in my shop deserve to be paid for their work. So help me get the word out. Have you ever done eco dyeing, Dawn, or any of you? I've tried it.
Yes.
Did it work for you? I
I
wasn't
did
too
okay.
successful.
I did it different. I don't do it like everybody else does, so I keep it simple.
Yeah, I didn't do the tie it up and all that like some people do. This is a Lindsay Zenor here. I can't remember what these are called.
Button labels.
There you go. So, Don, you want to talk a little bit about Lindsay's digitals and how you're processing that?
Yeah, I am checking. I'm trying to get everybody else's YouTube channels in the chat, but give me a second and I can talk about that. I'm not very good at multi-streaming here.
No, let's not.
So anyways, yeah, so I had the opportunity to purchase Lindsay's digitals. She is Nevermore Creations. She is the person who had the consignment shop that Yvette bought a couple of years ago. And so we're working in tandem with sharing different digitals and different things. So let me do something really quick. I can do, let's see. So what you can, I've been adding different digitals every week, like 2 to 3 digitals from Nevermore Creations to my Etsy shop. I used to have an Etsy shop, and then I stopped a few years ago. So I reopened it, and it's you can get to it through scrapbooksage.com or on Etsy. It's scrapbooksage.do. And I will show that guys in just a moment, and I'll let you see what I have been working on there. I'm just trying to pull it up. So give me a moment while that gets here. And let's do present.
I love your songs when you're thinking.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can do shares. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's try that again.
I'll just flip through another one while you're doing your thing. How's that?
Well, I was going to go to my website so people could see it.
Oh, okay.
So let's try this again. Let's do present. share. So I've been having fun adding different kits this week. So you can see what is in here. Can you guys see what's going on? Did I put me on screen? Let me do.
Yep, you're there.
Let's make this the primary one. Okay. So I did a blue steampunk, and everything's 50% off at the shop right now. So I worked on a blue steampunk last year, and I've got a journal that is representative of that a little bit. This kit is in the French journal that I'm doing as a giveaway, as well as this one. And then I made this kit inspired by the French journal that I did for my 500 subby giveaway. So you can go ahead and see, and it looks like I have, oh yeah. And, but for Lindsay's, I've got Peaceful Poppies up there for Memorial Day. We got Butterflies in Flight, Birds and Bees. So you can just go ahead and go to check out the different things that are there. So I have both her kits and my kits in the shop. We were working on bees last week and some nautical themes the week before that, and we got some strawberry themes the week before that, and some of my older digitals are there. So I'm trying to add 2 or 3 digitals to the Etsy shop every week. Your purchases are helpful to keep up and running because it does cost to keep it there, but it manages all the taxes and stuff really readily. So it's nice that it does that. And so I just wanted to give you a chance to check those out. And yay, Juju can see your floor. So that's what's going on there.
Juju's cleaning.
So yeah, that's great. I've got this here. Let's do copy. Yay. So I know that I think I got Creative Nana in there, trying to get them up in there. So are we do we want to keep on going? Is there anything you guys want to see? I can remove this.
I can see that Yesenia is asking for number 7,
And
so I can show that
put
one.
You on solo. Oh, that's what you showed.
What?
You already showed number 7.
Okay, because she said number 8.
The burgundy one was number
7.
7.
Okay, perfect. Just didn't want to miss that. Okay.
Okay, so number 8 burgundy had the burgundy wrap around it.
The big bow.
So it's the one. Yes, that's
Okay, so we'll show this one. So yes, we have a bow with this big tassel. Straightening it out for you. And then she has a wraparound on here, and I might have this upside down. Yes, I do. So this goes this way. She has a dangle at the bottom that has like a little money piece. Looks like a little zipper pull that she's repurposed. And then a bell and a bead. And then the cover opens. And it has this is like a silky textured upholstery fabric. And this is a different piece that she's put on here. It's all machine stitched around. Opens up like that. And this is Boho Eclectic 2. Soft cover, 7-inch, 2 inches high, 2 signatures. And then she has no digitals in this one as well. So there's a little magazine piece in there. And this is textured. It's like a stitched piece. And it's a postcard. Don't know that it has a year on there, but it is a vintage postcard. And that's like machine stitched on there. So I love how she uses all the different types of paper and sizes of paper. And nothing's perfect. I love that. Daisy's my favorite. This has some writing on there. And this is embossed over here. So it's hard without you guys. I wish we could have a video where you could feel the textures in these, because they have a lot of different textures. Even though they're all dyed pages, they have a very different feel to them. So this is very much a writing journal, but I think it'd be fun to work in. It has a feel that it's been in somebody's attic and I just came across it. There's that one. And I'll go ahead and show this one because it's one of my favorites of hers that I've gotten. So I'll share that one just because it's fun. So it is a big guy, has a lace tie, and then she has this vintage little pin here. And we've layered up the whole cover with a whole bunch of different crocheted pieces, lace pieces. And the spine, it's a soft spine in here. So as you can see, there's no chipboard or anything there, which gives it a really cool feel. And very much like if you had your grandma's cookbook and it kind of feels like it's falling apart, but it's not. That's the feel this journal has. So there's a little bit of reinforcement here in the front, but it's still very flexible. And I always like to look at the structure of her journal. So there's a little pocket in the front. This is called Eclectic Junk Journal. It's soft cover, 6-inch by 10-inch, 2 signatures, 92 pages. She's done a little ruffle down here, and there's a pocket in here, big pocket. I love how she's just kind of left everything raggedy and rugged. I'll flip out with copy dyed card there. So this has a little more decoration than the other one that we just looked at for sure, but still has that vintage vibe. Another little piece up there. So yeah, if you appreciate Beatrice's work, go ahead and give her a shout out there, because we like to let our artists know that we appreciate them and their work. And then, Dawn, when I'm done with this one, you want to show your giveaway journal, and then I'll show mine, and we'll have the drawing. Does that sound good?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead? I can go ahead and share mine. If just want to encourage people to go ahead and go to my giveaway journal video and sign up. Put your name and a comment of what you love about France or French influences. And at 11 o'clock, 11:59 tonight, we'll go ahead and close the entries. And tomorrow during our live at 3 o'clock with Mama Juju, we will share the winner as well as the winner for hers as well. So does Cindy have any Juju's asking?
She does not. Nope, she only has supplies in my shop at this time. Yep. I love all these different layers.
So Debbie and Yesenia, if you guys are still here, any of our guests who are here, feel free to share your links in the chat. We want go check each other out. I'm not always the best at doing that. I always have the hardest time finding Bonnie's channel. So Bonnie, I typed it in, but if you want to type it in with a link, that's great. I know the girls are doing something's We're Just Not Right in a little bit. That's cool. And Deb, check her out. And Debbie Epps, go ahead and check her out on Etsy as well. She's got some fun books. She did a giveaway for Juju's 500 giveaway. So Juju's doing a 500 giveaway too. Check hers out. And I'll let you finish looking through that. And I can grab my, let me see if I have it available. I think everybody here has seen my flip through, but let me see. Set it aside so I didn't sell it. Okay, I'm back. So I promise, just so that you probably both. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and I will see if I can get that link to this video, and you guys can go ahead and just comment in the video what French influence, what in French influenced you. I'm getting tired, you can tell. Getting tongue-tied here. And I will do just a quick flip through. This is the giveaway. And you just need to subscribe to my channel and comment on what in France that has inspired you. So I had a lot of fun doing this. And then also check out Mama Juju's giveaway video as well. And we're doing Louisiana tomorrow. So in our live for Celebrate America for our 12 by 12 Junk Journal Challenge. So that is fun. Louisiana, a lot of French influences. So I thought this would be an appropriate book to give away for that. So, and it's just really sweet. There's just a nod to French. It's not overly, it's not French everything. So, but it's got some fun pages here. And I love the blue lace and all the different laces here. And then this is one of the digital kits that's in the shop, in the Etsy shop. And I love this wallpaper. I'll have to do wallpaper at our next sale. Okay, so there is that. And then I'll go back to you.
And
I will be right back.
All right, perfect. So I'm going to do a real quick little peek at this journal that I just finished. So I'm going to have a full flip through on this, but I want to give you guys a little peek at it. So this was for the April because I'm behind with my car accident and everything. I got behind. So this is a little wrap that I put on here. I wanted to incorporate this, but I didn't want to have it completely on there. And then it's a quilted cover. And then this is the kit from my shop that I have available. And I'll just flip through here real quick so you guys can kind of get a feel for what the journal looks like. I'll have a full flip through on my channel coming up. So watch for that. I wanted it to be real, white and pink and kind of clean. There's one of my stitch cards. Don's little bits in there. So just a fun little quick flip, sneak peek. There's that. And then I'm going to show you guys my giveaway journals because I have 2 journals that I'm giving away to one person. This is for my upcoming 1600 subscriber on my channel. So when I hit 1600, I will do a video and we will have people comment and we will do a giveaway. So here are the 2 journals. The person will get both of these journals. And I have shown these in a prior video, but I'll do a quick little flip. They're very similar, but my idea was you could have one or use both of them, or you could give one away. They're both 2 signatures sewn in. They're chipboard, and then I layered everything up here. Again, this is Nature's Diary kit that you can get from Dawn. I don't know if she has it in there now, or eventually she'll have that in the shop.
So, Yvette, Yesenia would like your purple patch journal.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. I'm going to write that down so that I don't forget. My brain these days. Thank you. All right. Note. Oh, and I have to put your name in again. Hold on. Because we got to do our drawing here. Okay. So yeah, these will be fun for someone. You could add to it and then give it to someone or let them add to it. I just kept them very blank, kind of plain. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so, or share my channel in a group for the giveaway. That'd be awesome. And be watching my Ko-fi shop too, because I'm almost to my goal, my next goal for my Ko-fi shop. And I have a surprise for that. So be watching that. And then again, I just layered this up. This is chipboard. The other one was too. And then I put a little vintage lace on there. So very similar to the other one. This has a vintage envelope in there. Had fun with that. So I like the rustic look of these. Anyway, this is a, upcoming giveaway. So go ahead and like and subscribe and do all the good things. Vintage piece of lace in there. And a little pocket in the back. So there we have it. And then all I have left on is a drawing. So if you have anything else, now's your chance.
I think I'll go ahead and wait for now. I will hopefully start getting some more journals in my Etsy shop, so that will be a good thing as well. I'm looking forward to doing that. And I just want to thank my friends and everybody who, she would also like the Nature Collector as well. Yesenia would like that as well. So she gets another
Nature
name into
collector.
the
Oh,
yes,
you caught it in
or
time.
natural collector.
That's a really cool journal, Justinia. You're going to like that.
So that's very cool.
Okay. Another name going in here. Bam. I need a drum roll.
And I want to just thank both Yvette's friends and my friends for coming and hanging out with us. You guys are amazing. We appreciate all your support.
Ding. Winner,
And
winner,
I will
chicken
just
dinner.
add a freebie. Yay! Yay!
All right.
Thanks for helping, Bonnie.
There you go.
Congratulations, Yesenia.
Woot woot. All right. I'll get you something special in your
cool.
pack. Thank you so much.
Mama Juju, Bonnie, Nana, Yesenia,
Mwah.
Dana. And you had a couple other friends here, didn't you, Yvette? Who am I missing?
Did. Misty popped in and Cindy popped in that I can remember. I was too busy. Just too busy. I'm sorry. I love you all though.
And we had a new person.
We did? Who was that? I missed that.
I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. Unique Treasure, that was...
Oh yeah, that's Misty.
Sean Kennel. So thank you for joining us, Sean. Oh, okay. And then Unique Treasure and Debbie Epps. So thank you if you guys have all stuck around. We appreciate you.
Round of applause. All right. So tell your friends. We do this every once in a while. Dawn and I will just decide to do a Saturday. And so pop in and
congratulations,
everybody share.
Yesenia.
Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead and pop in. I'd like to do more Saturday sales. So hopefully I'll do at least twice a month. We'll be able to do more sales. So we will see you guys then. And we appreciate all your support. Have fun this afternoon. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. And we hope to see you either later today or tomorrow. Bye-bye, you guys.
Bye-bye.